hadn't thought about high school in years. After graduation, I drifted away from everyone. Life got busy, college, work, just trying to survive. Then, out of the blue, I got an invitation. A student get-together. My old friends from high school. There were names I hadn't heard in ages. People I had barely even thought about. But I felt this odd pull. I don't know why, but I decided to go. Maybe it was curiosity. Or maybe it was something more. When I arrived at the venue, something felt off. The place was in the middle of nowhere, an old, rundown cabin. It didn't look like the kind of place you'd want to have a reunion. But hey, we were all broke in high school. Maybe nostalgia had clouded everyone's judgment. As I walked up to the door, I felt a chill crawl up my spine. The wind picked up, whispering through the trees. For a moment, I thought I heard my name in the wind. The moment I walked in, I saw them, my old classmates. Some looked exactly as I remembered, others different. A little older, a little worn out. But there was something else. Something I couldn't put my finger on. Their eyes seemed distant. I tried to shake it off. It was probably just the weird setting or the fact that I hadn't seen these people in so long. But the more I looked around, the more unsettled I became. No one seemed to be talking about what they'd been up to. No, what have you been doing since high school? Just vague conversations and forced smiles. Then, strange things started happening. The lights flickered. The temperature dropped suddenly. I could hear whispers, faint, barely audible. But they weren't coming from anyone in the room. And then, people started disappearing. At first, I thought they were just heading to the bathroom or maybe stepping outside for some air. But as the night went on, more and more people vanished. And no one said a word. It was like they were never there in the first place. I tried to find them. I searched every room, but the place seemed to twist and warp. Hallways that hadn't been there before, doors that led nowhere. And then, in one of the rooms, I found something. My heart raced. Something was terribly wrong. This wasn't just a reunion. It was a trap. And I was next. You shouldn't have come back. I ran. I ran like my life depended on it, because it did. But no matter how fast I moved, the door stayed out of reach. The walls seemed to close in, the air grew colder, and those whispers, I wasn't alone anymore. They were coming for me. I made it. I stumbled out into the cold night, my breath coming in ragged gasps. But as I looked back at the cabin, I realized something horrifying. There was no one left. No one had ever been there. I was the only one who'd shown up to the reunion. But I still hear them in my dreams. The whispers, the shadows, they're still waiting for me.